watching a lot of videos for a while now, so I think I've got a new plan for Fishron. So I'm gonna be streaming for a very long time, because if I don't defeat Fishron today, then I will not play Terraria. That's what I've decided, so. Because I've been fighting against him, I think, since yesterday, actually. The first time that I fought him. So that's why I've decided to spend all day trying to defeat him. But first, we've got to do something called a pumpkin moon to get some very powerful weapons. So I'm going to go to see the Dryad. The Dryad's not here, though. The Dryad is at the beach. Do I have money on me? Yeah, I do. Okay. 'Cause I'm gonna need a lot of money for this one. But first I gotta go say hi to the Dryad and pick something up. So yeah, I think what I might do is I'll do the pumpkin moon, and then if I can, I'll try the frost moon to see if I can get anything off of that that's useful, but I don't know if I would be able to or not. I'm also going to set up a farm for the pumpkin moon to make it a whole lot easier. I've watched like 30 videos today. Like, I got home at 12 o'clock from what I was doing, and then right now it's like 1:30, and I've been watching videos since like directly before I started the stream, so I've seen a lot of stuff. I'm gonna have to go to the temple, grab some traps. I'm gonna have to get the pixel out for that. There's gotta be a lot of stuff. I'm gonna have to get some timers from the mechanic, I think is how you get timers. If not, I can look it up because I have my computer today, so. Or I guess I had it yesterday too, but I just didn't use it yesterday when I was looking stuff up. But today I can do that a lot easier because I already have the wiki pulled up to see how you make the pumpkin moon medallion to summon it. So we should be good. I'm gonna make something for the pumpkin moon first, and then after I farm the pumpkin moon, because there's a certain weapon I need from it called the horseman's blade. After I get that weapon, then we're good, because then Fishron's gonna be very easy to kill. Because every time that we hit one of his bubbles, it'll summon a pumpkin, I think is how it works. If I read what I read correctly, so. And then all the pumpkins will do damage to him, so it's just gonna be a constant cycle of damage that he's taking. And it's also a sword, so that should help. I don't know if it does as much damage as the Terra Blade, but it should help through both phases. Okay, and I want the nurse to actually not be here. I want the nurse to be where I'm gonna go. Which is to spawn. Or you know what, I'll actually just grab the bed and everything. 'Cause I'm gonna be doing a lot of different stuff. I really don't need this, actually. So here's this, let me just deposit all. So now I've got more money in there, so that's good, but I didn't really clear out a lot of stuff that I wanted to clear. But I've got a chest down there, so I can clear some out into that chest. Or it's full as well, but I can throw some stuff away in here. But yeah, I'm not going to be fighting Fishron yet, because I do want to actually get stuff done that I need to get done. So it'll probably be like an hour or so before I fight Fishron, but I am going to be doing a lot of stuff like the pumpkin moon in between, so I think that should be interesting to watch. It's not just going to be me sitting around and doing nothing. Like in the last stream, all I did was just fight Fishron once, I think, and then after that, I went around underground trying to find the frostbark boots. I like destroyed the entire ice biome trying to find some. Yeah, you can see that was all like dug out by me. That wasn't just like natural. I just picked a spot and started digging around, trying to find stuff. Okay, so javelin can be thrown. Daybloom can be thrown. And then I might also get into crafting potions as well for this. But this comes first, getting the Frost Moon stuff. So I'm gonna need pumpkins, ectoplasm, and hallowed bars. So to get pumpkins, I need to talk to Dryad and buy pumpkin seeds because it's not October, so. I don't need this many pumpkins, but I'm gonna have this many pumpkins. And the pumpkins can grow pretty much anywhere. Actually, before I leave, is there any ectoplasm or hallowed bars here? I do need to grab those if there are any. Oh, what happened to my heart lamp? That was... oh wait, it's up there. Okay, I just couldn't see it. Yeah, I don't need snow blocks. I would have liked to grab all the ice blocks that I had received while I was down there, but it's fine. Let me just place all these banners around. I have a lot of banners for some reason. None of these banners really even affect this, but I'm still gonna place them. Okay. So now that I've... oh wait, I didn't check the chest actually. So is there any ectoplasm or hallowed bars? There are solar eclipse fragments I could use to farm some stuff from there, but I don't think I need anything from there actually. So now I need to see if I have any hallowed bars or ectoplasm. I do have spectre bars, yeah, but I need the hallowed kind, not just spectre. And then I will also need shroomite bars for some shroomite armor, which I have a lot of, because I made a lot of, because I thought they were the spectre bars, but they aren't. I might actually be out of ectoplasm, because you do need ectoplasm to make the spectre bars, but I can just farm some very easily underground in the temple. Our dungeon, I mean. Okay, I don't see anything in there, so I'm just looking for hallowed bars. If I can't find any, then I can make some by killing some bosses, but I should have some somewhere. If they're not in here, then they're definitely in the arena, because I do remember getting some. Because I actually fought a boss the other day, I think it was Skeletron Prime, just to test it with the vampire knives. But I might have sold those hallowed bars, actually, because I wouldn't have really needed them, like I do now. Okay, so none in there, and then in the crimson chest, I doubt there's any. Yeah, there's none there either. Okay. So yeah, if there are gonna be any, they're gonna be in here then. Okay, so there's 15 right here, so that should be more than enough, right? Yeah, I only need 10, so... next thing I need to do is plant all these pumpkins. So they can spawn on grass, I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah, this will work. I think they can only go on grass as well, so... glad that I have a large patch around. While I'm waiting on these to grow, I didn't see the ectoplasm in any of the chests because I was looking for that as well. So I will go farm ectoplasm. And then if I get back and they're still not grown, then I'll start making the arena. If they are grown, then I'll harvest them and make the arena. So the arena is going to get made either way. But it's going to be a much smaller arena than the rest of the arenas I made because it has a very special design using traps. That can be found inside of the Golem Temple. Or I guess the Lizard Temple, but it's where the Golem is, so... that's why I usually call it that. But yeah, I just want a lot of pumpkins, because I'm gonna need 30 pumpkins. I'm pretty sure the pumpkins drop a little bit more, but I just don't want to have to wait on October, so I want to harvest all the pumpkins that I can get. Because then during October and like Halloween, they will actually spawn naturally in the world. But any time outside of then, you have to buy them from the Dryad and actually plant them like what I'm doing, so... Okay, so they need like a 2 wide space. They can't just go there. Okay, so there's another one. I still have 30 more pumpkin seeds, so. They're kind of like trees where they have to grow, so if I see a sapling on the ground, I might not be able to put a pumpkin there. Oh yeah, this is as far as it's gonna go, because I don't feel like going all the way to the other side of the desert just to plant some more pumpkins. Okay, so these pumpkins are already growing, so that's good. That means that they don't have a long time. That they have to wait to be grown, I guess. This one's actually blocked the door, so I have to open it, but all the rest should be fine. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab some ectoplasm from the dungeon. And to do that, all I have to do is just kill a bunch of enemies down there, so that should be pretty do. Especially with my new Terrablade and new beetle armor, I probably shouldn't even have to worry about anything while I'm down there. Except for my inventory getting full. Oh, I got a slime staff? That has a really low chance of dropping, if you're wondering. One of the rarest items in the game. A lot of people farm them early game, so that way they're easier to get, but I didn't because I didn't really care about it. It just spawned, so I'm gonna keep it. Okay, so there are no enemies nearby. Or I guess it just said one enemy nearby. I was talking about rare creatures. I was gonna see if there was like a hallowed mimic nearby. Or not hallowed, but crimson. I'm pretty sure the hallowed mimics will drop the stormbow or whatever it's called. Like the Daedalus stormbow, I think is how you pronounce it. And it's a really good item. You basically just shoot arrows up in the air, and whenever they hit the ground, they do damage. Or not hit the ground, but hit like 100 enemies or something with arrows. Because you just shoot them directly in the air and then they rain back down. Okay, so I do not need to be riding the unicorn in front of these guys because it will do damage to them, and I don't want to fight the lunatic cultists yet. So... oh yeah, my health's full. Did not realize that. Okay, so I'm gonna go down here some more. Because there are a lot of enemies I'm going to need down here. And I think that I don't actually need to have an armor slot for the wings. No, I do actually. So I do need one of these wings. No stats will be gained. Can I still use the wings? No. They're just decoration. I mean, I'll still leave them on there. Or no, because they kind of look weird with the costume and everything, so... they don't really blend. If they were beetle wings, then I would probably do it. Okay, so there's Skeleton Commando nearby, but that's like the only rare creature that's nearby. All I need is like 5 ectoplasm to make the Pumpkin Moon Medallion, which is what summons it. But I'm going to grab a lot more. Probably. Or not a lot more, but just a little bit more, I guess. I don't want to be down here for the entire stream. I've got a lot of stuff that I need to do. Okay, the tactical skeleton does hurt. All the enemies down here hurt, really. Like, I didn't expect to take as much damage as what I've taken. Okay, so I'm at 2 ectoplasm, so this shouldn't take long, I guess. I know that the things that have the ectoplasm are they like spawn them. It's like really hard to get them spawn. But I've gotten a lot, and I've gotten a Kraken as well now, but it's a weak one, so it's not going to do as much damage. Or not enough knockback, I mean. I could also get out the Deadly Spear Staff. I forgot to get that out, so... Diabols there will do a lot of damage really quickly unless you take them out, so... I wanted to make sure that I didn't leave anything in these chests that I should get. I have a lot of lenses, but that's pretty much it. And I don't really need lenses that much. Alright, yeah, I guess I will, because I'm going to have to farm the twins some. For some more hallowed bars eventually. They're really easy to farm. Oh, there's a paladin. That's not good. You can see the paladin takes a lot of health. I mean, it takes like a lot of damage to kill. How much else does it have? 5,000? Yeah, but it has a lot of defense as well. But they have a chance to drop the paladin's hammer, I think is what it's called, and it's a really good item. I think it's also a rare drop as well, so I'm not surprised that one didn't drop it. I just got hit by a sniper. I guess that was a tactical skeleton. It says they're rare enemies, but they're not really that rare, the tactical skeletons. Okay, there's a giant curse skull. I can still get a Nazar or whatever they drop while I'm down here. I do need one. I need a Nazar and a megaphone to finish off something, so. Now you got something else from that. Oh, a banner. It's not good, but neither is that one, so. So I've got 8 seconds before I can drink another potion, and then I'll continue to go down. Okay. I'm just gonna use this, because I don't really need to aim that difficult. Because when you have the other crosshair, it's a lot harder to aim. Because it moves a lot slower. This one moves a lot faster, so it's easier to aim, but you're less precise. I guess if it's a rarer target, I mean like a, not a rarer target, but a smaller target, you want to use this one. As long as they move fast, but if it's a slower target, then you might just want to use the other one. Oh wait, is that the hallowed chest? One time I don't have the key. I actually couldn't find that, and I'm pretty sure it contains a rainbow gun. Like I had a 100% chance to do that, so. And the diabolist there was also not good. Yeah, I really need to mark this, because I won't remember it, so. To do that, I'm just gonna dig a giant hole. And have some go above it and stuff like that, just to mark it. So, I think that's a pretty good marking, like you can see that from a distance. As long as I remember that there's like some palladium at the top, it should be fine. But yeah, that's where the hallowed chest is. And I do have a hallowed key, I just don't have it with me. No rare creatures nearby, life crystals detected nearby though. And there's a necromancer. They drop a pretty good magic weapon, which is the spell that they use or whatever. Where if you're in like an enclosed environment, which is like something that you can use for the alien invasion event, which I didn't do because I didn't know about it, then it'd be really helpful. But if you use that during the alien invasion event, and like you're in a closed environment with a roof above your head, then the death ray can't hit you from whatever it's called, the Martian saucer, the death ray that it kept shooting at me. I thought it was a tractor beam. But it turns out that's the second strongest attack in the game. The only one that's stronger is the Dungeon Guardian's attack, which instantly kills you no matter what armor or health you have. But you can actually kill the Dungeon Guardian. I'm not going to, because I'm probably not good enough to, but it's possible from what I've seen. It's just really hard to do. There's some more ectoplasm. It's starting to become rarer the more downward I get. Is my inventory full? It is full. Okay. I need to make sure that it's not full so that way I can hold more stuff. Like if they drop anything rare. I mean, there's a curse skull. It didn't drop the Nazar though. It only has a 1% drop chance or something like that. So it is a really rare drop. But I would have liked to add it there. Okay, so I didn't deactivate that trap, but I haven't even been over here on what it looks like. Thorn's potion. I do want this, because I actually lost my other one. So if you don't know what this does, let me actually place it down real fast. Or, I can't place it down there, but I can here. So now, I can do this. Now I have 2. And we'll be using that during the Pumpkin Moon to clear out enemies, because you have to clear out enemies very fast during the Pumpkin Moon to continue on the phases. So I'm gonna be having like a lot of stuff around me, try and kill enemies quickly. Did it be slow? Yeah, it did, but I don't know how. Not seeing any more enemies. Okay, it did drop whatever that was, so. I don't even know what those things are called, but they drop ectoplasm, and that's what I'm looking for. If I looted this, I have 4. Here's Southern Resma. Which I already have the Terror Blades, so need that. Okay, that exits the dungeon, but I just want to get like 1 more ectoplasm so I can make that, because it's 5 ectoplasm for each Pumpkin Moon medallion. And also, I forgot to mention it yesterday, but we reached 1,600 views. And last week we were at 1,500, so that's pretty good. Because I think that's the most I've ever gotten in 1 week. If not, then it's gotta be pretty close, so. I have been streaming every day for a while though, so. And for a long time. Like, I used to not be able to stream as much, and I probably won't be able to stream as much pretty soon, but I should be able to do a day at least. Or like once a day. So I don't see anything else. I just need to kill 1 more thing. It's kind of weird with the dungeon being empty because all the water candles are gone, so that's why it's empty. Because I destroyed all of them to use inside of the mushroom biome. The underground one where I have the truffle worm farm. A bone Lee is detected nearby, but I don't see it anywhere. I guess I found it before I did. So 3 bones and an Azar, or not an Azar, but just 3 bones. Kinda wish it was an Azar. That one didn't drop the ectoplasm spawning thing. Okay, there's blue armored bones, it has a chance to. I'm pretty sure any enemy that you kill, as long as you're in the dungeon, it will have a chance to drop the ectoplasm spawning enemy. Okay, that one didn't drop it. Don't need another Kraken. Okay, so there's a Necromancer. And the Necromancer's called slow, so. I don't have the Aunt shield or whatever it is fully made yet. So that's why I take slow. Like if I had that, then I would take pretty much no debuffs, except for a few that are special, depending on what enemy you're fighting. Yeah, there still hasn't been another one of those. there's another Angry Bones. But it didn't drop it. I mean, a Diabolist here. Firebone guys, I forgot their name. Got a SWAT helmet from that guy. So now all the enemies are spawning again. Okay. So I already have another SWAT helmet, so I don't really need this one. I'm gonna take it anyway. Okay, so there. Finally got it. Okay, they're called Dungeon Spirits, that's what they're called. So now I'm done with that. The pumpkins should have grown by now. Most of them look like they have, so I would say that that worked. What do I not need that I have? Switch those two out. And I have snowballs for the snowball cannon that's in the front of the house. Or this house that I'm in, but I never use it because it's not that good. Don't need the harpoon. That actually looks really good. I don't know what the best thing on a summon is though. Summon Shadow Flame Tentacles to hit your foes. But yeah, it's not like a summon like those. It's just an attack. So I have a Masterful, and yeah, the annoying one's gonna be the worst two there. So. I already have another Medusa's head, no, but I'm gonna keep that one just in case that's the one that I'm thinking of, and I already sold the other one. I would like to have a lot of unique items. Maybe not a lot of powerful ones, but at least a lot of unique ones. Okay. So now I can get all these pumpkins. So they all, or they don't all just drop one pumpkin. I thought they did, so that's why I bought a lot. But it looks like they drop a lot more. The pumpkin is the last piece that I'm gonna need for this. Where do you have to make this at? Or I guess you just have to make it at one of the anvils. That would make a lot of sense actually. I'm not even gonna look it up, but I do need to grab the rest of these pumpkins. Get umbrella slime. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build this arena around myself. And it's only gonna allow like the bosses to get through, but every other enemy is just gonna sit there. There's one boss that behaves like Skeletron, and that's the one that I need to be looking for. Oh wait, there's actually more pumpkins on the other side of the mountain, and on top of it, I forgot about that. So I do need to come this way. There's that pumpkin. And this is the last one that I placed on that side, and there's some at the arena as well, so they're going to be on the other side of this. But yeah, as you can see, I could already make 2 medallions, I'm pretty sure. See, I've got the pumpkin, I've got the ectoplasm, and I've got the hallowed bars. Wait, don't I? Oh wait, those are iron bars. Oh. The iron and the hallowed bars are very similar. But I actually don't think I have any hallowed bars. There's not any in the other chests at the dungeon. I mean arena. So I will have to get some. There's still one more chest that I need to look in, basically is what I'm saying. The truth is up here. Oh, it's just a painting. Magic pad. More pad dies. I wonder what the sake is. This said it had a 4-minute duration. I don't know what that is. It's only 4 silver, so I could have bought it, but I just don't even want to mess with it at the moment. Okay, so here's the hallowed bars. So I have enough for 2 pumpkin medallions. I pretty much have exactly enough stuff for 2, so... With the first one I can get an idea of how it works, and with the second one I can actually, prepare, I guess. We just start placing banners outside of here now. Running out of room. The vampire dice and the sharpening station are definitely the most useful items that I've gotten. And then the ammo box is pretty good as well. For like passive abilities during the fight. I've got 2 more hallowed bars now. I've got 512 pumpkins and I've got 1 ectoplasm, so I'm actually going to put those into the crimson chest. Because it's Halloween themed-ish. I kind of want to make a fallen star in a bottle, though I don't need to at the moment, so... I guess it's called a star in a bottle, not a fallen star, but I'm pretty sure you need a fallen star to make it. I do want this in my inventory. There's that, yeah, there's the jungle key. I don't know where the hallowed key is, though. Find that as well. This one's godly. This one's masterful. Masterful's a little because it has mana cost down, but this one's better for, like, a regular weapon. But masterful's gonna be better for the best one for the... Okay, so I'm gonna put them all right next to each other. The ectoplasm, the pumpkin, and the hallowed bar. That should be all the stuff that I need. I can put the slime staff away. Summons a baby slime to fight for you, but it only does 8 damage, so not really a point. Now I need to make the arena. But first I actually need to go get some stuff for the arena. In the underground. So don't I have a hole that just goes like straight down to the temple? I do actually. Thought I remembered making one of those. It's right here. I do remember that it doesn't have like a straight path down, so I will hit the ground eventually, so I need to be careful. Yeah, I just need to make sure that I touch ground every few seconds. Or else I could fall to my death. Okay, just keep going down. So yeah, that's where I would have hit the ground. Yeah, it did take some fall damage there, I'm pretty sure. Not it was Thorn's damage, so it only did 1 damage either way. Yeah, I fall right there. There was a lot of lava here, in case you're wondering. But now it's all gone. What shot the thing? Something shot something at me. It wasn't like a skeleton archer. Oh man, I had that out, didn't I? I actually need to make sure I have a pick saw on me anyway, so that was actually good. So pick saw. I might have left that in the ocean. Yeah, I probably did leave that in the ocean, so let me go grab that first. So I do need to grab it to get the traps. I'm gonna be grabbing a lot of, spike ball traps. Okay, so I have jungle rescue that I don't need. It's gotta be a while before I get all the way over there. I've still got a few thousand blocks to walk, so I'll just try and hop over that. I really do need to make a straight path to it, because I could just get, you know, like 60 miles per hour constantly through the entire thing. Oh, and that's my first Space Monster banner. Thought I would have already had one of those by now. Oh man, Discord blowing up for some reason. I just looked down at my phone and it's just constantly vibrating. Oh, I guess it's because some Discord server that I was on is deleting or something. Okay, so that's what I can tell with the messages, because I'm not about to say them out loud. Okay, so there's the Hallow Key. I do need that. What about the pick saw? I also need that. Okay, there's this. Why do I have this on me? And I don't need this. I know I picked that up when I was running, and I know I picked this up while I was running over here. So if the pixel's not in here, then it's probably in the chest. At the base. Or not at the base, but in town. So let me go see if they're in town. Because with the pixel I combined the lizard temple, and that's what I'm gonna need to do. There could actually be one in the Lizard Temple, because I know I put a bunch of Lizard Temple golem drops inside of one of the chests down there. So, if I can't find anything while I'm looking, then that's where they are. Increase arrow speed damage? Oh, I thought it was just range damage. I was about to say, why haven't I been using that? But, don't see it. If I had to guess, it's not going to be in either of those chests, because those have been full for a very long time. It's going to be in one of these chests. Yep, there it is. Okay. So now I can head straight down. I'm actually going to get on this portal, and see. Right, there we go. So you have a long straight fall, actually. Like, the fall stops becoming straight whenever I run into a chest somewhere. I haven't seen it on the map yet, so... I kinda know where it is, though. I think. If not, I'm gonna die, so it doesn't really matter. Just to be safe. Okay, it's right there. I could actually make it a straight fall if I wanted to. I mean, it just shows me that I'm about to be at the bottom anyway. I am pretty close to the bottom now. Okay, there's not a straight fall there either. Oh, the mimic right there. That was actually kind of unlucky and lucky at the same time. Because the mimic does a lot of damage. Okay, so that is the level I need to earn. Okay, so I need to find all the traps. Probably could have gotten a danger sense potion or something. That might have helped. So any spike ball traps. Basically what I'm looking for. Doing this will allow me to look upwards at it, at least. I don't think there are any in here. This is where you actually fight the golem. Oh, here's another cross necklace. Yeah, I don't actually have a pixel on here, so... Oh wait, yeah I do. It's right there. It's a tiny one though. And then silver bar. Okay, Okay, super dart traps, that's not what I'm gonna need though. Going to need spike ball traps. Because with those I can actually use them to summon spike balls from the sky and they will take out a lot of enemies very quickly. There are other traps that I can use as well, those are just going to be really effective ones. Okay, so I wonder if there are any in here. I need to make sure I'm checking the chest as well, because there could be one in there. I don't see any spike ball traps. Wait, are those spike ball? Yeah, those are spike ball traps right there. Or spiky ball traps, is what they're called. They look kind of straight, so they should be pretty easy to spot. Yeah, here's a lot of them. So I just had to go up a level, I guess. I won't be able to see while I'm mining these, so... Oh wait, these are spear traps, so I actually do need those as well. I need pretty much every type of trap. Except for like spikes, because spikes really aren't gonna help. Okay, so spear traps there. Spear traps and the spike ball traps look really similar. These are spike balls, correct? Yeah. So I can kind of tell the difference now. And I can mine them with the True-Mite Digging Claw, it looks like as well. I don't need the pixel for the traps, I just need it for the Lizard Temple to enter. Okay, another solar tablet fragment. These are spike balls. Basically how the arena is going to work is there's going to be a bottom level where the enemies will spawn. And I'm constantly going to be dropping spike balls down there. This can also be used inside of the Frost Moon, so I'm making it as like a dual purpose arena. And then the spike traps will also be down there. They'll be set to a timer and attacking every couple of seconds or something like that. There's basically like a constant amount of damage that's happening to all the enemies. And that should take care of the lower tier enemies very quickly. And then for like the bosses and stuff, it will do damage to them, but it's not going to take care of them. Like I'll have to finish them off. But that should be pretty easy. I should already have more than enough spike ball traps, but I want to keep looking for spike traps, because I am going to need a lot of those as well. These ones are spike balls. The spike ball ones are more common than the spike traps, it looks like. And the spike trap ones are usually on the ground, or in tight spaces. The spike ball ones are in the sky. I think is how the difference works between these two. Those are super dart traps. But I'm near the top, so I don't think I have much further. These are spike traps, because they have a little bit of a different design on them. Or spear traps. See, the spear ones, they have, like an arrow pointing upwards. I don't know if you can see it there, but there's like a arrow that's pointing directly towards the potions up here. And these ones have like a little hole on the bottom of them. And so that's how you can tell the difference. It's much more obvious whenever you are right next to one. Like these ones are the spike ones, because you can see the little hole at the bottom. Okay, and there's a spike ball trap. All these in front of me here are spike ball. Didn't mean to drink that potion, but it's fine, because I have a lot of extra ones from farming like Golem and Plantera. Then these spike balls. I think this is gonna be the last time I get spike ball traps and just focus on the actual other spike traps, because I don't really need this much. I don't need nearly as much as what I have for spike balls. I need that many spike traps pretty much now. Not seeing any arrows pointing towards the ceiling, so... Okay, these are spike traps here. Or spear ones. I call them spike ones and the other ones are spike balls, but they're actually called spear. So they're spike balls. These ones are mixed. Like these four here are gonna be the spear ones. Other ones are spikes. Oh, and I didn't actually disarm that one either. You can see the spikes do like 19 to 35 damage, and that one did. I don't know the full range, but that's a pretty large range there. That's why you want to have a lot of them drop. A taboo magic dagger, plus 17% mana cost. I guess that just rounds up to 1, because it's only at a 6 mana cost. Might not even round up. So that would mean that it just has a total of 7 magic cost anyway. Okay, so wait, are these? Those aren't it, and those aren't it. Okay, so there are no more. That means I've cleared the full thing. So, I can just put lizard, or a lizard banner here at the front of the temple. That way if I farm them for more solar tablet fragments, then I can go down there and do that. But yeah, now I've got a lot of traps and stuff for this, and I can see the wires and stuff now, if I'm holding the traps in my hand. Because they are a gadget, like wires and stuff like that, so... Next thing is actually building the temple itself. Okay, now it says I have 46 new Discord notifications, so... Guessing that server's going offline. I meant to leave the server a long time ago because I don't even remember why I got on it. I think it was for like Smash Brothers or something like that. It was some Nintendo server, but now it's closing down. Okay, so I know I have 200 wooden chests in here, I think it is actually. I saw it earlier. I don't know how I didn't see it before, whenever I needed wood, but I did see it. And here's 161 walls. And there's a bewitching table, so I'm gonna take that as well. Dark banner. I don't know why I would need that. I rarely run into sharks anyway, even when I'm fighting Fishron. There's wood and 2 wood walls. Where I saw like 220 pieces of wood somewhere. One of these chests. I accidentally broke that torch. Might have passed it or something. Or I could actually be in the arena, because that would make a lot of sense, because I need a lot of wood in the arena in the first place. Do not want to pick up another fallen star. All those do is just clog up my inventory. If I don't find one here, I can just use all that stone. Or I can shoot, yeah, all of the stone. So I'm gonna build this arena inside of this arena that I was originally going to build here, because it's one of open space. So. need to go. This basically needs to be like up to here, I think. Would be good. And this is gonna be used to farm the harvest moons and stuff like that. Or not harvest moons, but pumpkin moons. I actually need to test and see how far the spike traps, or the spear traps will go down. So to do that, I'm gonna actually need to go buy some wire. And I'll just buy a wrench, because I don't feel like looking for one, so... What do I not need that I have on me? I guess all these pumpkin seeds, because I already have like 500 pumpkins, so... I doubt I will need any more for the rest of the game. Place this red wire, and... I don't see the timer, and I am going to need a timer, so... Maybe the timer is not an item, and it's actually something that you have to make, so I will see how you make that. And I have 1 platinum in savings, so I should have enough savings for wire if I run out of coins here. I guess I can see how you get a timer while I'm buying. Oh wait, it's already over, so never mind. Okay, so they're crafted, it looks like. Yeah, from a golden watch and a wire. Be able to make that then. Pull the wire. From what I remember, a golden watch or a platinum watch is just platinum and this wire. Or not a wire, but a chain. I actually need something to turn on the power for this, so... Let me put that away and go back. So I'm pretty sure the spike traps will actually do damage to me, like all the traps that I've made, so I do need to be careful not to go down there unless it's necessary. Okay, so the spike traps do reach all the way down. Or I actually need to make sure that's on the right level. I don't have a wire cutter, so I will go buy that. If you don't know, for some reason my right stick always will move the crosshair upwards a little bit without me noticing. Like whenever I get back, it's going to be in a different position than when I entered this menu. But as you can see, like right there, it just went up. It'll probably, yeah, it just went up, and I'm not even holding the controller except moving the left stick, so it just happens on its own. So now every time that I flip this lever, yeah, a lot of stuff changes, so. Will that do damage? Yeah, that does do a lot of damage, actually. They actually have pretty constant damage as well. Looks like as long as the balls are there, then they will do damage. Okay, so where's all that stone that I had? I must have put it in the chest. Deposit all into here. Okay. So, I had to guess I would say the stone's in here. Yeah, I just put it right back in here for some reason. I guess it was to make room for the wire cutters, but I already had room, so... All the spike ones, or the spear ones I mean, are going to be in the center of the arena. And then all the rest of them are going to be outside on the sides. So how many of these do I actually have? I know these ones can all stay because I have enough to be able to switch them back, but how many do I have? I guess what I'm saying. I'm just gonna have to destroy that part there, but I can fix it in a second. I have a total of 62, so that means 31 on each side. Let me actually fix this. I don't remember how long this went. I'm pretty sure it's went all the way out to over next to this wall. Yeah, it did. So there's going to be 31 on this side and 31 on the other side. Okay, so there's 31 for that side, and all the rest are going to be these sides. All the rest on the center here. Or no, I should actually mix those around. That's actually not a really good way of mixing that up, because obviously all of the spike balls will fall right next to each other like that. And so the spears, when they get into here, there's going to be no spike balls in the center. Or I guess they kind of bounce into the center, so it's fine. And if I have spike balls on the other side, because they bounce in both directions, they should bounce over there and over here as well. Let me see. Yeah, some do bounce in this direction, so it should work out fine. And this won't be stone, this will be platforms and stuff. Or I'll probably just turn it into ice, actually, so I can get a speed buff. Because I'm right next to a snow biome anyway. I just need ice blocks, not really snow ones. So now I have 206 ice blocks, so that should be more than enough for what I need. So there's those two prepared. So now I have this to deal with. So as long as I hold this down, then I shouldn't mine any of the bottom blocks. I don't really want to mine them. What I'm hoping is that this doesn't end up backfiring on me, because I can see this backfiring on me really easily. Because I can see the enemies spawning in different places. So I don't think I slide on the ice whenever I'm on it, but I do get a movement boost. Okay, I do get a slide a little bit, but not much one. Yeah, I kinda get a huge speed boost actually, not just a minor one. From the boots, because I made the ice skates yesterday, which give you a speed boost when walking on ice. And then I combined them with my other boots that I already had to make the Frostmark boots, which are the best, like, shoes like this here. So how fast does this go? 34? It was already at 34. It feels faster though than this. See, this one goes to 34 as well. But see, this one looks a lot faster than 34. I don't think it is 34, I think it's faster. Because it feels more like this. Even though it's not. So yeah, campfire here, and a campfire on the other side as well. I'm pretty sure this is wide enough for a snow biome to appear, so... Let me get out the sharpening station as well and place that down. Just start placing stuff that I'm gonna need. So yeah, I'm gonna be staying in the center area. Okay, bewitching table here, bewitching table here. Just make sure that I have some. And for some reason I have two, so... Aren't those going to attack the Angry Nimbus? Oh, I guess, yeah, now they're starting to, so... The wind has glitched their way back to the top, so... I don't think this will interfere with the Deadly Sphere. No, it doesn't. So then I can just do this as well. Do it down here, so it grinds enemies a little bit. Yeah, because it's going through, so I think it will actually hit enemies through, because it looks like it's going through at least. Yeah, because the rain's so it is going through. Okay. And then vampire knives for me. And then I also need the Heart Lantern placed down. I'm gonna place it pretty high up, so that way it doesn't really mess with me. I wish I could center it better, but I only have one. So there's that. There's actually stuff in the money shrouds in there. Yeah, there's the ammo box. I'm only gonna take one though. Place it here. Then I just run through like that, and now, yeah, I guess it's ready. I have a medallion, so I guess everything is equipped and ready. Actually, I need to make sure that I can heal. Yeah, it's only 6:46, so I ate that food a little bit early. Is there anything else I need on this top row? I guess this would be good. Oh, I need the timer set up as well. Forgot about that. If not, then none of this stuff is actually going to activate. So I make sure that I actually have it where it can all activate. That's kind of important. Okay, I will need the firefighters for this as well. And they have plus 20 range, so they should be able to reach pretty much anywhere. Blood moon, or not blood moon, but just a full moon. Just gonna keep going this way. And I'm gonna try and gather up a large group of enemies, but never feels keep killing all of the enemies. Because there are 3 enemies nearby, so... yeah, that does work all the way across. I guess I could just keep doing this. Or... makes that crosshair's gonna move upwards over time. I pretty much just need like a 1-second timer, I guess. I should have some platinum, if not I can find some very easily. Not that fair of a spawn. I'm gonna need some platinum and some iron actually, so I'll grab this. I need to make a pocket pot. Made of platinum, or I think gold will also work, but I don't have gold on this world, so it's gonna be platinum. Glad that I didn't start this pumpkin moon without that, or else I would have died pretty quickly. Or not died, but it would have been a lot harder of a battle. Oh, here's that 255 wood. I knew I'd seen it somewhere. I think that was the chest I was just in, so never mind. Right now I'm looking for platinum. There was gold in that chest, but I don't know how much platinum you need for a pocket watch. Let me actually see how much gold this is in the first place. Okay, so that's 3 pieces of gold, and then 1 chain, bind that together, add a table. Yeah, I don't have enough. So I can pretty much throw this away. What type of potion on your teleportation Titan? This Titan potion is actually going to be really helpful during this battle potion. Increase enemy spawn rate and magic power. I guess the battle potion is not going to be as useful at the moment. Invisibility potion is not going to be useful. There's some platinum ore. There's no platinum with it, so I will take that just in case I need to get some. There's silver ore correct yet. So still no platinum. What does this do? A toggle solid on and off. Okay, I remember seeing that at the mechanic and buying it. I don't remember what it did. But I guess that's what it does. And is there platinum in here? Because there's not any here, then there is none. So that means I actually have to go digging for it. Luckily the mine is like right here. Okay, so there's platinum detected nearby. Which direction nearby? It's not platinum, it's silver. Okay, so it's gotta be over here somewhere. There's like 1 piece of platinum ore. Okay, so there's platinum detected nearby again. Volume. I don't need a volume, I need platinum. Not seeing anything. Guess I could dig around some to see if I find any. That usually works. Platinum detected nearby. That's iron right there, it's not platinum. This is silver, correct? Yep. Not platinum. Still saying it's nearby, but that's silver there. Okay, there's platinum. A lot of it as well. Okay, so we're good. Don't need silver ore. Don't need go. Don't need. I kind of passed what I needed though. Didn't mean to do that. So now I have 6 platinum. Is that gonna be enough? Okay, let me actually see what I'm gonna need. Or I guess I just gotta watch. Okay, yeah, gold watch or platinum watch. So you need 10 gold bars or 10 platinum bars, it looks like. So that means I need a lot more platinum. I'm just gonna go here and dig because I have a really high chance of running into platinum clay for some reason. Kind of just works. This is all silver and orichalcum. That's silver right there. Wait, is that? No, that's. I kind of need to see what all these blocks are. Pearlstone, silver, iron. Just to make sure I didn't have any platinum. Wait, is that platinum right there? Oh, that is platinum. Oh, I already have platinum ore in my inventory. And then I just got some banner, I think. A Chaos Elemental banner. If you want that. Okay, I don't think any platinum in here. Ooh, what's this? A web slinger. I don't see any platinum in here though. That's iron, so definitely not platinum. There is a lot of iron though. Okay, going down. That way I don't run into too much lava. Just flying a little bit, all the blocks that are falling. Oh wait, there's platinum right there. This is gonna be the last platinum I get though, I think. That should be enough. Okay, so I made a lot there. Okay, I still need the chain. Don't need the ore anymore, so... Now I don't need the chain. And then I combine that with a wire to turn it into a timer. So I don't actually know where you do that. You might do that over here, actually. No. A 1 second timer. Activates every second. Okay. So I wonder if that's every in-game second, or I guess every in-game second is a minute. So that means it's really fast if it's every in-game second, actually. Okay, and then you actually need a lever to activate it. I forgot about that part. So it still needs a lever. It just only needs to be hit once now, instead of multiple times. Every time that I want to change it. Okay, so it's like every real life second. That's not every endgame second. But yeah, now that that's ready, I could build a nurse's station up here, but I don't really need to. I'm not on PS4, I'm on Xbox One. I guess I can go ahead and put these while I'm waiting, because there's not really going to be much of a difference there. Oh wait, this isn't even a suitable spawn point. That could have been bad. I'm actually going to make the spawn point a little bit above the arena. But yeah, this actually lags the game a lot, so... have to go on. It's actually got to be pretty fun during the moon to just see everything lagging. It'll slow time down so that way I can focus on what I need to do, I guess. Or I could actually put the heart lamp in here, so this will have a use, other than to be a spawn point. So I need this so I can make platforms, although I just remembered that you actually don't need that to make platforms. You can just craft them on your own. So yeah, I need 2 platforms here. Actually need a bit of gel as well. But yeah, watch this thing. It's gonna die. It still takes a while to kill because of how I have it arranged, but it shouldn't take as long as me trying to kill them manually. The sword, or anything like that. Okay, so there's the hammer right there. I don't remember if I brought that or not. Okay, it's 9:52 a.m. Yeah. So we still have a long time before it's night. It might also be worthwhile to use a night potion, but I'm unsure. I also have a spider web slinger now, so maybe I can use that instead of the jewel hook. I don't know which one it's better though. That one sounds like Spider-Man, so I'm gonna say that that one's better, but I don't know for sure. Okay, spawn point set. So whenever I die, I will go back there, and I can die during this event. So we're good on that run, I guess. Let me see what I need. What I don't think I would need anything from here other than like these. Yeah, I would say that I'm good with all the stuff that I have, and I also need that as well. I'm gonna need that for later, not right now, but I'll go ahead and keep it on me. 25 lenses in there. I guess I can also put this ice away. But yeah, basically there's this enemy that functions a lot like Skeletron, and it drops a really good weapon that I need for fish runs, so that's why I'm here. In doing this. Do I have Heart Lantern all the way across? It should, I was about to say, it might not be all the way, but it should be almost all the way across this. And this should be more than enough space for the boss. Because it's basically just Skeletron, except it does a lot more damage, so I can just do like this, go around, on top of here if I need to. No, I have like a lot of running room. I might even need these wings. This might actually be worthwhile. But I don't know what I would replace. I mean, really, this shield's not that good. It just gives me a lot of defense. It's not as good as this. But with this, I can at least run around and not die, almost. That, go around. Not have to worry about dying easily. So yeah, basically just have to run across that while spamming B. And then hit this lever as soon as I start the moon or whatever. And everything that goes down here will die. Anything that goes on the top, which stuff probably will, like that ice slime there, is on top. Because there's a lot of space up here for stuff to spawn. I could have made it where that wouldn't happen, I think. Like, if I would have bought, like, a bunch of ammo boxes, I probably could have stuck it all on the top and made it where enemies won't spawn, but it's fine. Because most of the enemies are going to spawn on the ground anyway. Yeah, I need to turn this off or else it's going to lag. And it's only 1:35, so... Gotta wait till... what is it, like 7:30? Is whenever night starts. Night begins at 7:30, okay. I guess while I'm waiting, I do something. Oh. Don't want to destroy that. That is the Nintendo Labo piano. Yeah, I just want to grab something from my room, because I'm in here. I accidentally dropped it. But yeah, it's just something I need to do while I'm here. It's only 2:41, so there's not really anything I can do except wait in the rain for this boss. But yeah, I'm gonna start the night, and then after I start the night, I'm gonna get all the buffs. Or, like, I'm gonna start the night and hit the lever at pretty much the exact same time, and then get all the buffs. That's how this is gonna work. And then after the night started, I will try and survive for as long as I can. That's the best I can do. But yeah, normally people would build a platform. I think I'm just good with wings though. Like, I think I can stay on top of this. And the benefit of having this ice here is I can destroy it after I'm done with this event. and I can use it for fish rod, or I can just go to the ice biome and get some more. That's actually just over here. And I do believe red ice is acceptable as ice. I can use that as well for the fish rod fight. Just anything that will increase my mobility, because obviously this increases it a little bit. I do have this. Okay, so 2 celestial magnets are good. What else do I need that's in my inventory currently? I do need to be arranging stuff. Because the fight's going to start any second now. I actually do want the potions to be there. Okay, so the Terrablade's going to be there, that's fine there, like that. These two need to change to Mega Short. Okay, so these all need to move down, like that. And I will drink this as soon as it starts. It's just going to give me more knockback, like this is really not that much of a difference, but it's going to help. Actually, while I'm waiting, I could see what enemies are here. Because there's like a headless horseman and stuff that spawn. So the pumpkin moon event, what I'm looking at now. Morning wood and okay, I'm looking at the pumpkin. That's what I need to see. So the pumpkin is a boss. Pumpkin has 2 arms, each possessing large things. It repeatedly switches between 3 different attack patterns at random. Its attack mode is based off of its facial expression. Mode 1 is a typical jack-o'-lantern that performs aggressive melee swipes with its scythe arms. About 5 seconds into the stage, it will rapidly move towards the player at high speed for the rest of the time in its stage. The next is with the mouth partially open. Similar to the demon scythe, the projectiles, it just shoots motion demon scythes, which I guess are kind of like this. And then the third phase, it looks surprised, and it shoots Greek fire projectiles that are easily dodged. The Flareon would be a good thing. What's the Flareon? Oh, it's robbed by... Yeah, I'm actually doing this in a different order then. So that's not going to be helpful. I can't fight Fishron until I get the Horseman's Blade, so that's what I'm waiting on. Like, that's the reason I made this arena and everything, to get the Horseman's Blade. I think the only difference between walking on the regular ground and walking on ice, like I just did, was with ice, your momentum is instantly gained as soon as you touch it. So I think that's the difference. And an umbrella slime banner and an umbrella hat. Okay, so it's 7:30 almost. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some buffs. And resummon the Decicles. Get some clouds going. Okay, the Blood Moon and the Pumpkin Moon started at the same time. The first wave is Scarecrow. You can see they're just staying down there, except for the few that wander up here, and they don't do enough damage to really threaten me that much. So basically how the moons and stuff work is that you need points to progress to the next wave. Each enemy drops a point, but the lower enemies that spawn in the first wave are obviously going to drop less points than like a boss enemy would. Let me actually get this in a different spot. It's raining, so it's really going to lag a lot during this fight. And then there's going to be a lot of enemy drops on the ground as well that are going to lag up everything pretty badly. So now a new enemy type is entered in Wave 2. They will have more points dropped, I think, than the other enemies that have already spawned. But they are a little bit tougher. Like, the tougher the enemy, the better drops, or better point drop it's going to have. And I got a Scarecrow shirt. There's going to be a lot of stuff on the ground for a long time, so the game will lag, and the rain's not going to help that. In like wave 7 and stuff is when bosses start showing up. It's going to be in the later waves. In the bottom left, you can see what enemies are going to show up during the waves, and in the bottom right, which I can't see, you can see the progression of the waves. Okay, it has stopped raining, so it should be a little less laggy. As you can see, enemies rarely even make it to the top, and the ones that do are there's the ones that spawn up there. I guess I was trying to say enemies rarely make it on the sides. But yeah, I'm already on wave 3. I think wave 4 will be the first boss, and it's a Morningwood. And they are a little bit difficult. The spawn rate is going to increase with each wave as well, so... But as you can see, the enemies are very strong. They take a lot of hits from spike balls and everything. They have a lot of hit points as well. And the dogs have 1,200. I didn't read their names. I could try to keep things family friendly here, unless the game isn't family friendly, but I still won't do anything that's not family friendly myself. Okay, so now there is a new type of enemy called a Morningwood. These are very difficult to defeat enemies. They are bosses, but they will spawn very rarely during this wave. I need to get to like wave 7, that's where the pumpkin spawns, and that's the wave that I want to beat. Because that's the enemy I want to fight. But as you can see, this just takes away all of its health, but it's not really doing a lot of damage actually. I can try and get some more stuff going. Like this. I have to jump up though. Try and get some more damage out on him. The pumpkin's gonna be a little bit harder to fight because he's like Skeletron, so he'll actually approach me and stuff like that. So yeah, if I hold this down, it's a lot faster to take care of them. So now Poltergeists are spawning as well as Morningwood and everything. The Poltergeists are gonna be able to reach me because they're kind of like the cursed skulls in the dungeon. But they aren't bosses, so that's good. They're just regular enemies. Yes, you can see I'm trying to stay in the center area, so I don't have to worry about too many enemies going over here. So another Morningwood is not spawned yet. They do spawn very rarely, so that's kind of makes sense. There's a Poltergeist right there. Has tooth and it looks like a lot of defense, although I can't really tell. I could just turn off the traps and everything and go down there for a second if I wanted to pick up the drops, but I don't want to do that yet. So I've still got 4 minutes and 30 seconds before the event is over. So I think I can just grind this event some. It'll be good. I'll just have to get some more hallowed bars, which are very... just I have to do like stuff in a certain order to be able to get them, obviously. Okay, so the Morningwood's right there. I need to lure them under here. And then I can actually fight them. So, I need them to be like over here-ish, actually. Okay, so right there is good. Looks like he's trying to stay underneath me, which is good. For me, at least. What just hit me? Oh, he's like hitting through from the thing. He wasn't doing that earlier, so that's kind of weird. But as you can see, the enemies very rarely even make it to the center area. The ones that do are bosses. So. I believe I'm on wave 7 now, which is where the pumpkin starts to spawn. Can't really see what wave I'm on though. Oh, I'm on wave 6, okay. Okay, that's a dog on the surface. Now I obviously have the celestial shell on, so that means that I'm gonna be taking a lot of damage from these. Like, these really don't scare me that much. The trees. You can see they're just taking a lot of damage. I can do a lot of damage to them as well, but I have to hit them through this platform like this. I've still got all the buffs going, so we're good. Okay, I need to actually take down this hit, because it keeps drifting upwards. Okay, so the pumpkin should spawn now. Okay, so there he is. So I do want to get out this to fight him. I'm pretty sure I can just stand still and fight. I am gaining a lot of health through this, but I'm not gaining enough health back. So yeah. Whenever he's in this form, I don't really gain a lot of health back from him, so that's not good. He doesn't really stay still, and I can't hit him with all of the knives, so I'm not getting as much health as I could. But yeah, he's very easy to kill. He actually didn't drop anything. He should automatically always drop something. Maybe the items reach their limit on what's gonna spawn. Like, maybe I just need to turn this off for a second and go down here and actually collect stuff. So, go do that. Okay, so now this should end a little bit better. I might actually reactivate this if I can get the button. Okay, there we go. So I will not have enough time to fight and kill the Pumpkin King, I think. So I'm doing as much damage as I can to it, though. Yeah, I've got 9 seconds to do like 10,000 health worth of damage, so. So, okay, I actually did get a Necromancer scroll, but that's not from the Pumpkin, so that's the bad thing. The Pumpkin did not drop an item at all. It should have had a 100% chance to drop one item, but it didn't drop anything. So, that is kind of annoying. I don't know if the items just reached like the maximum limit to where there was literally no other spot for an item to go so it couldn't do anything, or what, but nothing happened. Let me do this. I thought that might look cool, but it kind of doesn't. Or the shirt looks fine, it's just the head doesn't look that good. Yeah, this looks kind of like a space person. But yeah, I don't know why something didn't show up though. I don't have like a definite answer to that. Let me see what he should have dropped. He should have dropped one of 4 items, and he dropped nothing. Oh wait, it looks like more items were added. Okay, so he should have dropped the Horseman's Blade, the Bat Scepter, Black Fairy Dust, Spider Egg, Raven Staff, Candy Corn Rifle with 50 to 100 candy corns, Jack-o'-lantern launchers with 25 to 50 explosive jack-o'-lanterns, or the Pumpkin Trophy. Or it looks like on wave 15, if you make it all the way to there, then that's when you would drop it. But yeah, I don't think you can actually reach wave 15 on on single player unless you have really good late game items like stuff from the Moon Lord. So I was hoping he would drop the blade, the Horseman's Blade, because that's a really good item. But yeah, you can see now I can get more summons with that. Like that's the benefit of having that, so there's not really anything good from it. So yeah, now I just have to wait on it to be nighttime again, so... I guess I can go get some more snow while I'm waiting. And then there's also spooky wood, which creates, like, some furniture that's originally used for it. From what I've seen. But yeah, I was really hoping the pumpkin would actually drop something worthwhile, but he did not drop anything actually. The horseman's, or the headless horseman's sword, or I guess it's called the horseman's blade, would have been the best thing for him to drop, because that's what I need for the fight. Instead I'm gonna have to probably farm some bosses to actually get stuff. But yeah, this setup with the armor wasn't that bad. Me like walking around on the ice, that didn't really hurt me or anything. So yeah, does this ice count? Yeah, that ice does count. So basically what this ice does is it just allows you to keep your momentum very easily. I think it's the only difference between it and walking on the ground. So like when I'm on the ice, I will reach 34 miles per hour faster than I will if I'm standing on regular ground. I think it's actually instantly on ice. See, that's how long it took me to reach 34 miles per hour. I got to about right underneath there. But now I'm already at 34. See, I can just go 0 to 30 really quickly. And I also didn't drink this Titan potion, but it didn't really affect or harm anything, and I didn't eat a pad thigh, and it didn't affect or harm anything, so... I'm gonna see what the difference is with them, I guess. But without them, it didn't affect. There's a slime banner there, so if any more of those slimes show up, then they'll die very easily. I feel like the more that you do the Pumpkin Moon, the easier it's gonna get, because you'll get more banners, so I think I just need to keep farming Pumpkin Moons to get banners. So yeah, it looks like the bosses are pretty much the only things that drop anything worthwhile, which is the Morning Wood and the Pumpkin. But he's still very easy to defeat with my arena that I made. It just takes me so long to get to the waves where they spawn. So maybe I do need, like, candles to increase spawn rate. Morning Wood can Spooky Wood, Curse Sapling, Spooky Twig, or the Spook... or the Necromancer, or Squirrel, and Stake Launcher, with 30 stakes. Which none of that good. I think except for the Spooky Twig or Sapling, it's like a summon. And then the Poltergeist, let me see what it drops. Doesn't really seem to drop anything. So yeah, to reach wave 15 you need 675 points. The Pumpkin drops 150, Morning Wood 75, Headless Horseman 25, Poltergeist 8, the Dogs are 4, Splinterings are 2, and Scarecrows are 1. And wave 15 is just bosses that spawn. They're the only thing that spawn, and they spawn like the rest of the enemies. But yeah, I think I have the most damage output I could have made here, so really don't know how to speed anything up faster. Because that's the main problem with these types of events, is you have to do a lot of damage really quickly for them to work. Okay, so he doesn't really have anything that useful. So yeah, I'm gonna try it without using these. Except for when the Morning Wood shows up. Or actually, I'll try and fight the Morning Wood with just a vampire knife to see how it goes. So yeah, that buff of running on the ice, going really quickly, really fast, doesn't actually work when you're on a horse. I thought it might carry over, but it doesn't. I wonder if you had the necromantic scroll and stuff, if you could summon like different enemies and stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna try it without all these spike traps activated this time to see if I could even get, or I guess when the pumpkin spawns I'll turn everything off. Because I do need it to actually get to the pumpkin. Because yeah, I killed him and nothing dropped. Yeah, I tried to kill him again, but I couldn't get anything to spawn. And I will actually be down here during the fight, so I will be able to kill enemies myself, and I should be able to kill them faster than they die from the traps. Just by like shooting the Terror Blade down here, because the Terror Blade does like 131 damage, so... That's not even counting whenever I get the Sharpening Station buff, which makes it... I didn't get the buff actually for some reason. Okay. Oh, it still says 131, but what does the Sharpening Station do then? If it doesn't increase the damage output, then... Here, I can read it in a second. Melee weapons have increased armor and penetration, is what it does, but I figured that would mean more damage. Maybe that just means it goes through more enemies. Guess that would make it bigger, but it's not any bigger than it was. But yeah, I can use from here to do all the stuff in the frost, and then I can use the stuff in the frost. What will be fun is the horseman's blade to be a little bit easier. Yeah, this will definitely make fighting fish run easier. Reach miles per hour just like this. That was 100 ice slimes there. So, that's good. And there's 600 blue slimes. And the purple slimes have what I wonder. But yeah, eventually with the enemies that spawn during the blood moons, and, I mean the pumpkin moons and stuff like that, I think that they will be able to be hit by a banner, or be affected by a banner, I mean. Here, let me actually unset my spawn point, because I actually want to go grab something if I can really quick. Part of it's underground, part of it's above ground, so I'll be doing the underground part first. I don't have the fishing net with me, do I? Yeah, that would have been a really lucky spawn there, but it's fine. I'm not here for that, I'm here for this. I'm going to increase the spawn rate of enemies to see, or I'm going to try and see if I can do that with this. And I have 10 glowing mushrooms now, so throw those away. Night Owl Potion, I'll be using that. I'm just gonna be trying to get any buffs, so... There's Archery, Hunter. I mean, I guess I can use Hunter. I don't really need Archery. Don't need these recall potions. Heart Reach. I could see those being useful, but I don't need them. I need to get that battle potion. It's in one of these chests, I do remember. So, it's in this one. Yeah, I have two, so. And then magic power potion. I don't need that. So. Basically at like 6:30 I'm gonna start just, or I mean at 7 PM, then I'm gonna start drinking a lot of the potions. So, let me go here and place this. And place this water candle here. That should increase the spawn rate of enemies for a long time. And then battle potion will also do that. You can see spooky wood gets you spooky platforms and spooky workbenches. But that's pretty much it. Okay, so Hamish I don't need. Here, what time is it? 6:30? I might as well just go ahead and drink a 9-hour potion. Or I'll drink one again at 7. Because I'm just going to start doing all the buffs at 7. Because I'm playing on console, it's going to be a little bit different. Okay, so it's 7, Titan Potion. Don't need the pad, I need the Hunter, and the Battle. So, Battle, Hunter, I accidentally drank 2, put away the pad die now. Make it up weapons. Need the Celestial Magnet, this, and I guess the Hamish also. Like, that's not really that important. And sharpening station and everything. Go ahead and summon. Let's go. Okay. So I managed to do everything in time. Forgot to get out potions. Heal. So. Oh yeah, from what I can see, the spawn rate looks to have increased a little bit. That's good. That's what I was trying to do. Let me get out the other celestial magnet thing. Okay, it's right here. Okay, so wave 2 is here now. So I did get a scarecrow banner. I will be placing that. I actually don't need the mega short. But yeah, as soon as the pumpkin shows up, I think is when I'm gonna start to turn this off. And then I'm trying to grab all the stuff that I can. So. Okay, so now the dogs are here, so... Look at all the buffs that I have, I just realized. Okay, that was a spike ball. I think I'm still on wave 2 actually. I need to hurry this wave up because it's going very slowly. Or I guess wave 3 actually, because the dogs came, so... That would mean that I'm on wave 3. Though I haven't seen any dogs yet, as far as I'm aware. So there's a dog. And there's another one right there. It's gotta be a while before I get the banners for them. Unlike with the Scarecrow, where I already have their banner. Okay, so now Morningwoods can spawn. I would prefer the Morningwoods to spawn on the bottom layer, but they can spawn on the top and it'll be fine. So I can probably even trick them going back to the bottom level. Okay, so now I have a Splinterling banner that I can place. Okay. I wonder if I could get a Morningwood banner. I'd have to do like 50 of these. No. So I don't think it would be worth it. Let me go ahead and get these down here. Scarecrow off screen. Oh, no, oh wait, he's hitting me through the platforms. That makes sense. Okay, so yeah, he drops a lot of stuff. I'm trying to pick everything up that I can. There's a lot of stuff on the ground, obviously. So now Poltergeist is injured. It's not the cloud things that I want him to be at, so here we go. That should get constant damage in there against him. The higher up that I place these, the more constant the damage is going to be, so. But yeah, it's fairly easy to dodge all of his attacks. Can't even tell all the drops that I've gotten. I don't think I've actually gotten anything significant. Now I've got shoes on. Let me actually turn this off. I have gotten through this a lot faster than I did last time though, I can tell. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, I can continue to focus on this. Where's the other Celestial Magnet? I need them both here for this. That way I can just keep focusing on this down here. I guess these down here now. There's a pumpkins here, that's good. But our current position, that's not good. Because for some reason this Morningwood's not gonna die. Oh, there we go. It just keeps dropping spooky wood. That's not good. Wrecking me with damage. Hey Pumpkin, you're gonna have to slow down there for a second. It's only 1:30 in the game, so I still got 3 minutes. So I might have another, enough time for another pumpkin, but I don't know. So he's at 4,000 health. The thing is, I do so little damage to him. It's kind of hard to tell. This should increase damage a lot, yeah. He didn't drop anything again. Really wish that he would have dropped it. But it looks like he didn't drop anything. Let me see. Yeah, he didn't drop anything. Nobody's dropped anything. That's annoying. Okay, so there's Pumpkin. Now he's here that activated that. Luckily he got hit by it to start off this fight, so that should get a lot of damage on him. I'm gonna have to go for the attack because he's not going to take a lot of damage from the vampire knife. If I get really low on health, I can just drink a potion, so it's fine. What is this, like wave 8? I think that's the furthest I can get solo. But I don't think that's bad solo. See, I can just switch to the vampire knife if I need to. Did he not drop anything a third time? Okay, so there's the horseman. He just does a lot of damage, it looks like. Oh no, did that morning wood get on top? Okay, I thought there was some morning wood up there. I was gonna say, this fight's gonna be fun. Here, let me get up this. I mean, they're gonna despawn in a couple of seconds anyways, it doesn't matter. Okay, hello pumpkin, I didn't expect to see you again. This is actually like broken against me, it's like, whatever, it looks like I'm gonna die. Or actually, he'll despawn first, so it's fine. Yeah, because he's got 10 seconds to die, so... If I did 1,000 damage a second, then I would be able to do it, but I don't do 1,000 damage a second. So yeah, I actually do need to turn up the arena. Pumpkin did not drop anything. It's the third time that I killed him. So he has not dropped anything, and I have killed 3 pumpkins. So I'm either really unlucky or there is something wrong with my save. Yeah, nobody dropped anything. I mean, what's even the point of the pumpkin moons? They're not gonna drop anything. See, this is the problem, is I made the pumpkin moons so that I would get a bunch of enemies killed. So that way I would get a bunch of good items so I could harvest the frost moon stuff. But now I can't even do the frost moon or the pumpkin moon, so that's the problem. Let me see what the frost moon's looking like. To make the naughty present, I mean. I need silk, I do remember that. And then I need souls of fright, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I have souls of fright. I don't have the ectoplasm for it though, so... That's the bad part. But yeah, it just kind of sucks that they didn't drop anything. And I spent like 2 hours fighting pumpkin moons and stuff and didn't get a single item that spawns from a pumpkin moon except for scarecrow crap. Because it's not even that good of material, it's just vanity items. And then I got spooky wood. That's always good, I guess, I don't know. It doesn't really have any uses. But yeah, I guess we just go fight Fishron, because, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? But first, let me go grab the bed. I didn't actually move the nurse over to Fishron spots, though. That I'm gonna run into. Could just do this. And then do this. Go down here. Okay, so that part's sealed off. I'm pretty sure all entrances to this giant arena that I made are sealed off, so. Another green slime banner. clear this out of the way. So I guess I just need to go this way. But yeah, I don't know why I've just run out of luck with this game, kind of. Like, with the Fishron thing, I couldn't kill him, but I could get him down to like 10,000 health, and then the, like, B button wouldn't do what I was trying to do, like it wouldn't be able to talk to the nurse because something was blocking my way or something like that. And I forgot to grab the sharpening station and stuff, but I don't really need it. It's not really going to help me in this case. And then the pumpkin moons, nothing dropped. Except for wood and scarecrow armor. And then obviously cash, but it's not even that much cash. And the thing was, the pumpkin would still drop, he'd still drop gold. So I don't know what happened really. I'll see if the nurse moves over here while I'm doing this fight, but if not, it doesn't really matter. I do want the nurse to be over here. And I don't really need to put anything in a chest. Only got one deadly spear. Got the Terror Blade and the Vampire Knife, so I've got my wings. I can run across this platform like that. And then something else that I want to do. Oops, I want to zoom out on this map, not that map. See, I want to keep that one zoomed in. So let me see if I can summon. And we'll try it once, and if it doesn't work, then I kind of have to take a bathroom break. Okay, let me go this way now. Here I just have to get on the horse, pretty much. I'm not gaining any speed. I'm just gonna die. Oh man, that sucks. Okay. Because yeah, I don't have enough speed to outrun him. So that's why I'm gonna die. And I'm not hitting him with all the vampire knives, so I'm not regenerating any health. And those bubbles are really annoying as well because they do damage to you, but you have to hit the bubbles to destroy them or else you can't hit Fishron with the vampire knives. So that's another problem. Okay, so he does like 4 charges in this phase. I didn't really remember how many he did. Okay, let me get another potion if I can. Thought I could fly back to the center for some reason. Okay, gotta dodge. I can't move when I'm in the air like that. And then the Sharknado is gonna be right there. I was about to say, I know it's gonna get in my way. And do 700 damage, so. Me breathing is killing me during this fight. It's the main problem. Me like trying to get room to breathe and space away from him is what hurts on this fight. Okay, so I can heal again. I need to be watching my health and when I can heal. If I can seem to stay, if I can stay at the current health I'm at, then I'm good. Okay, so the Sharknado spawned on the roof up there, so I had to stop in the middle. Right. But as you can see, I get like no mobility during that, so I just have to get hit by the tornado and lose a lot of health. Because the tornado can spawn on the platform. But yeah, I've realized the pattern that he has. I just can't do anything about the pattern because the tornado will come straight in the middle of the platform, so then I can't get any health back, or I lose my momentum, stuff like that happens. I have the wings on, I think that's my problem. With the wings on, I lose my momentum like I am. So he's not even at half health yet. I also forgot to eat one of those pad thighs. So. So yeah, during this phase, the Cthulhu-nados were the main problem. Like, he's not an issue anymore. So the Cthulhu-nados respawn wherever you get hit by a Cthulhu-nado. Okay, so as you can see now I've limited my movement on this top row, but I can stay on the bottom rows and be fine. Okay, except right there for some reason. Okay, I just gotta take some damage there. Go underneath the Cthulhu-nado is actually a really good idea. Yeah, I take damage there, there's no other way. And the thing is, it does 100 damage, so that's 100 health gone because you couldn't do anything. Get around the Cthulhu-nado. But yeah, I want to be hit by that one right there. Except it's single. I should have gotten up the row, I know. My bad. But yeah, as you can see, it just does so much damage when you get hit. Or the Cthulhu-nado is just going to spawn inside of me, because that makes more sense. It's just a tornado, why wouldn't it be able to spawn directly inside of me? None of the other ones can spawn inside of me, but that specific one that will kill me, if it spawns inside of me, will spawn inside of me. See, it's just stuff like that. It's like very specific instances that I die. It's not like, okay, like, you did one thing properly, so then you died. It's like, okay, you took a wrong step at this one specific pixel, so then you get hit by 100 damage. And then you just lose your health and die. And so then you have to restart the entire fight all over again. And then if you die enough, then you just don't even get to do the fight anymore, and you have to go find some more trouble points. And I think another thing that's messing me up is the shield being off. Because the wings aren't in use. They weren't in use during that fight, so I was taking a lot more damage than I should have been taking. I think I'm ready. Okay. I think I waited too long. Okay, so I didn't get on the unicorn fast enough there. So vampire knives are definitely the way to go for this fight. I just have to be really close to hit him with the vampire knives, and that's a problem because he's fast. And now I'm limited to the top row, which is good, because I like being on this top row, because I have a lot of open space. But yeah, pretty much if Fishron gets off screen, then it's considered running, so you need to keep him on screen at all times. And then you have to be near him to get health back with the vampire knife. I was about to say I'm doing really good, but because I started doing really bad. Why was he inside of me for 2 turns? That shouldn't have happened. See, I just need to keep a constant momentum and I'm good. But those bubbles are really messing me up, because if I hit one bubble, then the knife won't go through the bubbles, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And that's a problem. Because then I don't get any health back. And And I didn't even hit him with a knife there for a while. I don't know if you saw, but I was watching where the knives were going and I didn't even hit him. So yeah, the shield on phase 1 is kind of good. And I think for phase 2 it's going to be really good as well. Because he's not that different in phase 2. It's just his charges are longer, but that's actually a lot better. The only bad thing is the Cthulhu Nados, really. The Sharknadoes are fine. Phase 1, you just have to be worried about his fourth charge, because that seems to be the one that constantly hits me. Because I run out of platform space for then. And I think that time he charged 5 times. So yeah, I always get hit by one of them. And that's not good. I avoided them actually the last time, so never mind what I'm saying. So he hit me twice there. I don't know why he was able to reach. Because I outsped him, usually. I guess I didn't space properly. The vampire knives did a little bit more damage per second than they would actually be really effective. It's just a problem is I only do 100 damage per second to fish on, so this fight lasts a long time. It's the only problem that happens with it. See, he's only at 28,000 health out of 50,000, so he's not even halfway yet. I've been fighting for a long time. The detonating bubbles really only mess you up if you don't hit them, from what I've seen from Fish Run. I was just thinking about what attacks do damage and what to try to be wary of while I'm doing this right now. Okay, so he's on phase 2, so I need to actually start paying attention. See, the bubbles will do more damage, but it's fine. See, I thought he was going to do a 4th run there, but he didn't. So that messed me up. Okay, Cthulhu Nados on the top. That means I go underneath. So they're on the 1st and 2nd levels, so I need to be on the bottom level. Whenever I see he's about to shoot one at me, then yeah, I need to stay on that top level to get hit, although I didn't there, so that means I'm going to have a hard time getting around this one. Or I'll just go straight through it, because it's hard to get around, actually. I just have to go straight through it every time now, so that sucks. Okay, so I will take damage there, but it's fine. I think you have to take damage there. I don't think there's another where I would avoid taking damage. So as long as I stay on this top row, I can get the Cthulhu Nado on the top row, which is good. Oh no, that's health. Why is my health so low? Okay, the nurse has spawned. So I mean, I could if I wanted to do that, but I just can't. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh man, that sucks. That's so frustrating because there's nothing I can do. I can't get any better because I can't get any drops from the pumpkin moon. And so then I just can't do anything because the pumpkin moon's not working. Literally, there's only one weapon that I need and then I will be good. And it comes from the pumpkin moon, and I can't get any weapons from the pumpkin moon. It's called the Horseman's Blade. Like, literally that's the only weapon that I need, and then I'm fine for the rest of the game. Because I know when Fish Run's defeated, all the rest of the bosses are going to be significantly easier. And that's my main problem, is I can't Fish Run because I can't get the Horseman's Blade. So I just sit here for 2 hours straight trying to get the Horseman's Blade, don't do anything, go fight Fish Run twice and die within 20 minutes. Both fights. You can see what I'm doing down here. And it's really frustrating because there's nothing that I can do about it. So I think I just have to quit Terraria. And that's why I said I'm gonna either defeat Fish Run or quit, because my last attempt was to try and get stuff from the moon invasion or whatever. The pumpkin moon. And nothing worked, so I might just have to quit. There's no other way for me to get any materials to do this. Like on mobile, I didn't have Fish Run whenever I played mobile. I had everything else, but I didn't have fish run. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, I think I just have to quit Terraria, because there's literally no other way. Like, I wish I could defeat, Fish Run, but I can't even get close anymore. Like, that was the closest I had been. So, I would say that the game's done on mobile, but it's not done on console. I just can't even reach Moonlord because I can't defeat Fish Run. Like, maybe I go fight the Lunatic Cultist and see if that works. I guess I'll go do that. But yeah, if that doesn't work, then I'm just done with Terraria. Because there's no other options for me to go anywhere or do anything. Because I literally can't get around the Cthulhu Nados. Because they just spawn on top of the platform, so when they spawn on the platforms, if they spawn on the bottom row, that means it's physically impossible for me to get onto the top row. And like jump over them, because the horse doesn't have like a high enough jump. And I can't get any other like mount, because I need to defeat Fish Run to get powerful weapons to defeat like the Martian Invasion. So if I got the Flying Saucer mount from the Martian Invasion with the Cosmic Car Keys, then I would be able to defeat Fish Run very easily, because it's kind of like wings. So I'd just be able to fly around and wouldn't even get hit or anything. But I can't even defeat Fish Run, so I can't get the weapons that I need to defeat the Flying Saucer. Or I guess if I ran into one of the UFOs, I could just go to the arena, because it actually would work with the plan that I have for Flying Saucers, but the problem is I don't have a Flying Saucer nearby that I can just kill and get what I need. So yeah, basically the main problem that I have now with Terraria is that I can't get any better stuff than what I have without going multiplayer, and I don't know anyone else that has Terraria that I can play with too. Now I just have to kind of sit and wait. I really didn't want to go multiplayer because I'd rather do it single player like I have been able to do. It's just that there's nothing that I can do to increase forward in progress unless I can find a Flying Saucer, which I don't even know how they work because I've only seen 2. So, because the shield's not going to help. Can't get the Horseman's Blade. I know the shield won't help because Fish Run has a debuff that isn't affected by the shield, so like, because the shield can prevent any debuffs except for like some special ones that are exclusive to certain bosses, and Fish Run's one of the bosses. So I can either defeat the Lunatic Cultist, or I can try and find a Martian Saucer. Well, I don't want to look for long. I'll look until like the stream reaches 3 hours. But yeah, if I can't find either one, then Terraria's kind of over. Because there's not anything else I can do. I don't even know how the Lunatic Cultist boss works, so I'll have to read up on that. And then I just go over here. Let me actually go to the arena. I just need to keep walking pretty much. I do have so many fallen stars. I guess because they keep falling directly on top of me. But rather they not. I actually do need to go on top of this. I guess I can go on this side. Okay, so I need to throw this away. So yeah, if this doesn't work, maybe one day I'll go back to Terraria, but if I can't find anything that I can do to progress in the game any further, then I'm not going to play. There's no reason to play a game if you can't progress anymore. Because I have the best sword I can get outside of the Pumpkin Moon, so I'm just not even going to count the Pumpkin Moon into consideration. I have the best sword I can get. I have the Vampire Knife, which are pretty much the best weapons I can get for anything. Wondering how I'm negating fall damage. I'm holding the A button. And I think the wings are actually just negating the fall damage. Yeah, they just negate it, so. So yeah, by jumping I get a little bit more speed. They usually runs at like a 63, and then when I was jumping I was hitting 68, so it's just slightly more, but it's more. So yeah, if I actually defeat, then we might be in for trouble. I need a pad die. I haven't even prepared for this at all, so I don't know what's gonna happen. All I have is one heart lamp, so I guess I can place that somewhere. Using some spooky wood. Yeah, I guess right there. So, and then eat this, and is there anything else I need before I close this off? Okay, so, what's the most humane way to do this? Okay, hello there. Okay, so he actually doesn't do a lot of damage. Okay, but he can stick. That's a problem. Yeah, he doesn't do nearly as much damage as I thought he was gonna do. I'm pretty okay with this. Okay. I should have zoomed down all the way though. I can't hit pause during this fight, so. He has a lot of health, doesn't do a lot of damage. If he did more damage, then he'd be better. Whatever that dragon thing was didn't even do that much damage. Okay, so he's glitched outside of the arena, so I can't actually hit him. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Me standing inside that dragon killed me more than it hurt, so. You can see he's trying a lot of stuff to hurt. None of it's working. Okay, so he's over here now. He's kind of just prolonging his life, really. Because the Phantasm Dragon, or whatever it's called, that he's using is not doing any damage. So wait, is this boss fight like an actual boss fight? Is this like actually supposed to be difficult? Okay, so there he is. And he glitched outside of the arena. Or not teleported, I guess. Glad that he's fighting me on his own turf. Or I guess my own turf, really. I didn't make all of this. Okay, so where is he? Oh, he's up here. He doesn't really move anywhere, is the problem now, I would say. And that Phantasm Dragon kills me a lot, so... Oh, he dropped the trophy. Celestial creatures are invading? Oh, hello there. Hello. Could you stay still? And, like, not hit me as much as you are? Hitting me a little bit too much for my liking. What did they just summon? Okay, that's a lot of stuff down there. I should just be aiming down there. Because if you're running low on health and you have the vampire knives and there's a large group of enemies, you want to aim for that instead of whatever for you. What are these, like Sonic the Hedgehog? See, like I'm aiming for the big, whatever that thing is down there. So these are celestial creatures, I don't know what these are. So, I really don't know what's happening. Yeah, I can do something. It'll be after the celestial invasion, but I can try something. I don't really know how long this event's gonna last and how I'm still alive, but I don't know if that's gonna be for much longer on both of those. Okay, so they're just doing a bit of damage. I only do like 100 damage per second, like it's not that bad. I can regenerate faster than they can do damage to me, basically. Oh, okay, yeah, I can help you do that. Just gotta defeat all of these real fast and then I can try. So you just like put your gamer tag in chat or whatever and then I can friend you and do this or whatever. Okay, I'm actually almost dead. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so there's one of these guys riding something, so those actually kill me a lot. How long does this event last? Guess until I die, maybe? Actually, I just teleport back to... I guess I would teleport back to the Fishron arena that I made. That didn't work. So which, like, Skeletron are you fighting? Are you fighting the Prime, or are you just the Skeletron? Oh, just a regular? Okay. I think this should be the end of the wave, it looks like, 'cause there's not a lot of enemies here. I don't even want to be hit by that because I don't know what it does yet, so... I'm assuming it hurts, though. I really didn't expect the lunatic cultist to be as weak as it was. Okay, so I just gotta dodge this guy. He's doing a lot of damage to me. I can heal actually if I have enough regen in the potion and the philosopher's stone. So whatever these things are the ones that do the damage. These ones down here are the ones that kill me with the vampire knife, so. I really don't know how long this is gonna last. Oh, I can see myself in the map. I just realized that my head was different. That's why I thought it was an enemy. Because I had put on the purple dye. So was I like supposed to die from this? Is this like an event thing when I die? Or am I supposed to survive all of this? Like I am. I really don't know. There's this scroller. Okay, I'm actually running low on health, so I need to be careful. I don't want to use the potion just yet. Oh wait, what is that up there? Is that like a giant worm? Okay, so there's something down there shooting stuff at me. It must be that. Right there. These celestial things keep like exploding or something. Well, nice we need all these buffs back. Okay, so let me get out this. Okay. So now I should have both of them back. So I'm guessing this lasts until night. Maybe is how this works. Okay, so let me bring that. Okay. Traveling merchant just left. It's almost night. Okay, so hopefully this is almost over because I'm almost dead. Okay, so I can like manage to stay at 100 health from here, but I'm almost dead. I'm like gonna die any second at this point. Solo. Okay, let's go down there. They didn't drop a heart. Okay, heal. Okay, I drank it. So we're good. Gonna survive for a couple more seconds at least. No, I don't know how this event works. I just tried this. I've never even fought the lunatic cultist. I was stuck on fighting Fishron and okay, so I just died. And then I just fought the lunatic cultist because I was tired of just dying over and over again. I wonder if this event's going to start over here now. Or if I just lost the entire fight against the lunatic cultist because I couldn't survive the event. Or hold on, let me actually go back over there. That way you can just reset the spawn so I can get to the, you know, where I just was faster. Oh, the Moonlord pillars. So I have to destroy those, and then those will stop, or... Oh wait, that's not normal. Oh, that's a Moonlord pillar there. Yeah, I kinda need to move. Okay, so the Moonlord pillars have spawned, that's pretty much just it. I don't really want to destroy those yet, because that's gotta spawn the Moonlord, and that's gonna start an entirely new boss fight, and that's like the final boss of this game. So I don't really want to start that yet, I'd rather get the Skeletron out of the way. And then go do that. So there was one over there, inside of the arena. I figured one would be in there, because I had cleared all that area out. A large space, so... I'm assuming it's like one per biome or so. Something like that. Because that one had ice enemies around it and it was in the ice biome, so I wonder if that's how it works, if there's going to be like one in the jungle biome and stuff like that. But yeah, I just need to get to this arena and grab all my coins, because I forgot to put my platinum coin up. Okay, so this is the sun pillar, it looks like. Yeah, it was just right over here. So that's why they were spawning, so there was a pillar right there. I didn't realize that. Okay, so let me go ahead and leave here. So, yeah, I guess I'll save and exit and then... Okay. But yeah, we'll just fight Skeletron, and then I'll go work on the pillars. Okay, so, multiplayer. Or I guess I have this, or I can do this first. Okay, let me try and do something, so... Okay, that's not working. Controller's kinda messed up. I'm not even pressing anything and it's just going up to the top. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, is join the world. So there, I just added you. So yeah, once you go to your world, if it's in like Xbox Live Gold, multiplayer, or whatever, then I can join your game. Mine is here. It's the second one underneath unpaused. The one that I have highlighted. So I just switched to unpaused on Twitch, but this one was my original Xbox. Let me go back to multiplayer. Okay. So are you on your world yet? Because once we get on your world, then I should be able to join. Okay. Okay. That's that. Or something's lagging. Okay. So maybe I'll try here. So I did join game, so maybe it will work now. Okay, yeah, there it goes. Okay, I'm on your world now. Okay, it's fine. If we can just talk during this. What side is your, like, I guess, the dungeon on? I forgot the name of it, but what side is your dungeon on? Oh, I see you, so I can just follow you. Yeah, I think we should be able to take Skeletron. I know expert worlds will take more damage, but I think I should be fine. I got frozen for being in the water, but I'm good now. I didn't even know the water would change like that. Okay, I made it to the dungeon. Oh. Oh, he just causes bleeding, that's not bad. So, yeah, you can have all that, so I haven't started expert mode yet, so I don't need any of it. Or no, there's nothing over there, okay. Oh yeah, now the dungeon should be open without the dungeon guardian. Oh, you're welcome. Wait, do you need any more help, or could I just go back and fight the Moon Lord? Oh, okay. And I'll just go back. So yeah, now we get to fight the Moon Lord. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. I guess I can look it up because I have the wiki right here. So, Moon Lord. Hey, this is like the final boss of the game, so I don't even know if I will survive. He had the chance to drop a portal gun though. 100% chance, actually. Oh, and thanks for following. I just got the notification for it, if you had followed before. Okay, last prism. We have a couple of good drops, it looks like. Oh yeah, I remember what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to like fight his hands, and then you take his hands both to the same amount of health, pretty much, to where they're about one shot. So you can redo it by just waiting on the cultist to respawn, but yeah, you actually have to fight the Moon Lord directly after you fight the lunatic cultist, it looks like. That's interesting. I will be zoomed out like this probably the rest of the stream. See if I can fight this and win. What stuff do I have? I have the ancient cultist, or I guess I'm just gonna zoom in for this. I have the ancient cultist trophy. And then I have this craft item from lunar fragments and lunamite. I'm assuming that comes from the pillars, if I had to guess. So, let me place that up here. So, what is luminite? Dropped from the Moon Lord. Okay. Crafting all our items in the game from luminite requires 1,268 luminite, so... I guess I'm gonna look at some stuff about the Moon Lord while I'm here, just to see some, like, tips. So tips. If you don't get sick from the gravitation potion, you'll be moving vertically fast enough to avoid most of its attacks, but it might be difficult to hit his vital parts. Unless you have home incapable attack, a good way to avoid his death rays is to use gravitation potions around his eye. Using a weapon that can attack through blocks can mitigate incoming damage while making evasion less complicated. 2 rows of blocks, one to run along and one to reflect you from the lasers, are quite effective. A large portion of Moonlord's attack, including the phantasmal death ray he emits from his head, are incapable of passing through blocks. Consider seeking cover to avoid these attacks during the fight. The Moonbite debuff, which prevents regenerative abilities, is reliant on a tentacle making contact with the player. It is possible to move outside of its maximum range, avoiding the debuff, and allowing its effects to once again heal players. One such method is by placing asphalt blocks. Another one, if you've beaten all the mechanical bosses expert mode, is to make a huge minecart track and use the mechanical cart. Best way to start is by damaging the 2 hands until they are both very low on health. Next, kill the head. As soon as you kill the head, kill the 2 near-death hands. This will cause the eye to come out of the hands, and the second start of the fight, increasing your survivability on the first half. It is unwise to use vampire knives or the spectre hoods, as the Moonbite debuff occurs very often, which disables lifesteal from these items. Unlike every other boss, except the Destroyer Moonlord does not despawn if you go too far away from him, rather he teleports to where you are. Okay. So I think that's enough information, I guess, for this fight. I think I am prepared to destroy this pillar over here. I could use the vampire knife while I'm here, I just can't use them pretty much anywhere else. So if the moon pillars will stay in the spots where they usually are, then I will be good. If these drop anything, that will also be very... But yeah, the Stardust pillar itself doesn't look like it has any damage. It looks like you just gotta kill all the enemies, and eventually you will be able to defeat it. Cover the enemies for a lot of damage. Just look at all this stuff in front of me. But yeah, as long as I do this, I can run to the other side, get a lot of health back from hitting the enemies. I'm gonna say come over here, and then I can also take less damage from this though. Run all the way to the other side. Get a lot of health back here, then run all the way to the other side. And actually, it's working surprisingly well. Okay, now it's not working as well. But yeah, as you can see with all these little bubbles here, I hit one, but I can't hit another one behind it, so that's the main problem with the bubbles, is they block my attacks from each other, so... So I've defeated 50 star cells, that's cool, I guess. But they do 12, so that's good. That means I don't just have to regenerate all the damage. And see, I can just jump through that and then go all the way back around. Up above me, there's something that's doing a fair amount of damage as well. Whatever that thing up there is. Okay, so I think that was what I need to do, is dodge like that. So yeah, if I dodge just like I did there, I think there's a pattern to it. That works pretty well. So yeah, there's that one lingering thing that's inside of the ground that's kind of like a giant worm that I have to watch out for. So basically it's like you just double jump, and then as soon as you touch the ground you jump again. That's the pattern for these little bubble things. You can even single jump if you were trying to hit the thing up there like I was there. Whatever that thing is. Flow Invader, what it's called. Sodium Analyzer, or whatever. Not really Lifeform Analyzer, but it's the thing that I keep... Or it keeps track of all the enemies that I've killed and like how many times that I've killed them. Stuff like that. It's that item. Fun Invader spawned. Okay, so keep fighting with the worm down there. Okay, so yeah, if I do that and just hit him with the Terror Blade, it actually does a lot of damage. Okay, as long as I don't have to, like I don't right now, then I can do a lot of damage and be fine. But now I have to worry about health again, so then I just heal. Okay, and the spear pillar thing is vulnerable. So I just need to avoid those little knife things there. The thing is, they rush at you so fast. But yeah, as long as I keep doing this, I'm fine. Don't deviate from the original strategy and I should be fine. How much health does this thing have? Well, it has a lot. It has like 60,000. I'm pretty sure it's going to continue to spawn enemies like this, though. Do 1,000 damage for that. See, if I stand like right here, I take a lot of damage, but I can also do a lot of damage to this. Whatever this thing is. Honestly, I have no idea what this thing is. Oh, the Stardust Pillar has 20,000 health, not 60,000. Got it. Okay, so looks like that was fine. The good thing about these bubbles compared to the fishron bubbles is I actually heal from these bubbles. So if I stand inside the fish or the pillar like this, and I can destroy it easy. Just like that. Your mind goes numb. Okay. Okay, I'm actually almost dead. Can I heal any faster? Okay, there we go. Got a lot of health there. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of these star cell banners. I've killed a lot. With these, you just have to do this to kill them. Like the fastest way. No, no. Yeah, but that's how you take care of them, so I was trying to save before I got cut off there. So what is this? Oh, this actually stuff I can pick up. Hold on a second there. Stardust fragments. What do these Stardust fragments do? I wonder. Can I actually reach that one? Okay, there we go. Those ones, I guess. Let me look this up. Stardust fragments. Okay. So, Stardust fragments, post-lunatic cultist crafting material. It creates weapons and tools. Okay, that's what I want to see there. It can create super healing potions, which I'm assuming do like 200 health instead of 150. A pickaxe. A ham axe. A staff. Can I make a sword? I can make a die as well, but can it make a sword is the question. Looks like just a ham axe and some armor. But it looks like there's different ones. There's like solar fragments and stuff. It just depends on what pillar you're at. So that was the Stardust pillar, so it dropped Stardust fragments. The one over here is the Sun pillar, or whatever, the Solar pillar, so it's gonna drop solar fragments. Where's the other pillar? Here's another pillar over here, the Nebula pillar, so Nebula fragments, and then the other pillars over here at the Plantera arena. The Vortex pillar, okay. So it'll drop Vortex fragments. That makes sense. So 1 pillar down, 3 to go. I think I might do this one and then take a break from streaming and then come back in a minute. If I can't even do this one, because I tried to do this one last time. A few minutes ago and it didn't end up working out in my favor. Is there anything I can throw? I guess this. I don't want to throw that away because it's a legendary mate. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna get this buff and then head over there because I'm about to run into a lot of enemies that are fairly difficult to kill. Or not very, but fairly. Oh yeah, I don't have the wings equipped. Forgot about that. If I had a straight line to run across like I do with that arena over there, then I would be good. I have a straight line, so I actually kind of have to try. I guess I could try. See, the music starts over here, but it's not actually over here. The pillar is right there, and that's what you have to kill, but to kill the pillar, you have to defeat a bunch of enemies around the pillar. I feel like this is the one that I have to do last, this pillar here. Yeah, the pillar actually shoots stuff at you. So. What was that? Hold on a second, I want to place this picture down here. This banner, I mean, not picture. Can I place that? Okay. Because I want to do more damage to enemies that are here. Okay, and then just keep doing... Okay, I can hear, so we're good. Okay, this is a nice flat surface, I guess. So these are basically, they do 10 times the damage. They're basically like turtles whenever you enter the jungle in hard mode. Oh man, my platinum coin's over there, I just want to go grab that. But yeah, the problem is that that is a very difficult one, I guess. After I grab these coins, I do need to take a break. Oh, it's a painting. I was about to say, is that a fish tank? Okay, so let me look up these pillars. So there's 4 celestial pillars, Vortex, Stardust, which I've already destroyed, Nebula, and Solar. Solar is probably going to be the most difficult of them, if I had to guess. And Stardust might be the easiest. And I can actually just farm the stuff from these pillars. Like if there was one that made melee armor, I can just farm the stuff from these pillars because the lunatic cultist isn't that hard to kill and it's not hard to start the fight. And I can basically just continue to defeat those, and farm armor and stuff like that. So that way it's easier to fight Fishron, then I can get the stuff from Fishron. Because I mainly just need armor for Fishron, I don't have any good armor. So yeah, I just need to go grab the coins and run. Okay, and now I'm out. So yeah, I'm just going to save and exit, and I have a few minutes, but I'm going to leave Terraria open because I